Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ladies Room Talk Show. I'm Clarissa Kenty, your Kingdom Concierge. Happy Monday, everyone. Listen, it's a great day to be among the living. I don't take it for granted, guys, that we're here, we're healthy, we're in our right minds, we're able to do and function and operate in the manners that we desire to do so. I just don't take that for granted in this time of my life. I'm very grateful to God, and to God be the glory. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to share this post, guys. We have some great information for you tonight. Marc Raby is back in the ladies' room tonight from Encore Theatre. He really has some great things to talk about tonight for our youth, our young people, our future. So be sure to stay tuned and share this live post with your network of friends. But before we get started with Marc Raby, I want to give a big shout out to Glenn Holiness of H&H Construction. And he's also the owner of SAC, Strength and Conditioning. And that's for young people who are in the athletic, primarily males. And he gets with them and he trains them and gets them to their most optimum conditioning so they can be the best athlete they can possibly be. So big kudos to Glenn Holiness. If you missed that on last week, you want to go back, listen to it, because he's really offering some great information about construction. If you own a home, or if you're into flipping real estate and flipping houses, flipping buildings, Glenn Holiness is the person to call, guys. Go ahead and reach out to him. Big shout out to our proud sponsors tonight, Principio Coffee and Tea, for all of your tasty coffee. And guys, listen, they just rolled out a new coffee for the fall. It's called Southern Pecan. It is amazing. And I'm not really a coffee person, like drink it black. I have to have sugar. I have to have more cream than coffee. But this Southern Pecan, guys, listen, you can drink it with no sugar and no creamer, and it is delightful. So be sure to go out to Principio Coffee and Tea. Let them know that Clarissa sent you from the Ladies Room Talk Show. So we're going to bring Marc Raby in, guys. We're going to talk a little bit about a youth drama camp that he has going on. It started today, and we're going to talk about it, guys. And from what I understand, there's still a few scholarships left. So if you know of some young people, some youth that you know have the gift, or even just talked about wanting to get into drama or acting, this is the guy you need to talk about and talk to, guys. This needs to be a household name, Marc Raby.
See Kitty.
Now listen, guys, Marc always calls me C. Kenty. He hadn't always started calling me that, but he's gotten into that. That's his term of endearment, I hope. Is it?
Hey, thank you for having me on. It's exciting. I'm always excited that I get invited into the ladies' room. It's not a place I get to hang out too often.
But you're a regular. And you also have a virtual key, Marc. I don't know if you know that or not.
Hey, I think it just comes with being family. I think.
It does. Yeah, you got the family package. You got the benefits of being family. Although I think you like Taylor a little bit more than you like me these days. But hey, it's okay.
It's just a smidgen.
So I was right. At the end of the day, I was right.
You have done a beautiful job with the Taylor Kitty. Now that is a soon-to-be household name right there.
Well,
Absolutely.
it takes a village, Marc, and you have done so much to help with her. Taylor was introduced to the drama scene as a kid. I would bring her to my rehearsals.
Yes.
When she was little.
Yeah.
And she would come to my shows when she was small. So she's always been around it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's always been very accustomed and familiar with the things that you do in this industry. So I thank you for that. And you have been very helpful with her with what she's doing now. She's starting her second year in Montevallo in theater and art. So I'm excited.
Taylor, kids like Taylor are the very reason why we're doing Show Up Drama Camp. Mm-hmm. It is an opportunity to engage new generation of performers into the world of drama and theater. And sometimes we don't know that some of our most gifted performers are the kids next door. And so we are setting out to spend the next 10 days. Today was day 1, so the next 9 days with Show Up Drama Camp. And the beautiful thing is, and thank you for having me on just to share this great news, but the beautiful thing is there are slots available where there is no tuition required.
Wait a
And
minute,
so
stop. Hold up. Wait a minute. I know I didn't hear that right. Did you say no tuition?
there is no tuition required. And so we
Wow.
are quickly filling those spots. God is amazing, because what we found was there were a lot of families who wanted to take advantage of what we were doing, but they didn't have the means or the resources. And the beautiful thing about that is God sent a ram in the bush that is allowing us to bring in young people on this camp without their family having the burden or concern or of how they'll pay for it. And the beautiful thing about experiences like this, see, Kenty, it's an investment. It's an investment into the creative nature of your kid, their skill, their talent, their character building. I don't have to tell you because this is like I think the second camp with us, and I know you know very well that we are quite extensive in the work that we are doing with the camp. Our focus has changed a bit this year. It used to be called Acting Up. The camp used
Yes.
to be called Acting Up. And we put a lot of emphasis, particularly into the craft and the art form of acting. The show is now called Show Up because I decided that this year I wanted our young people to follow the experience of just what it takes to put a show up from start to finish. And so
Mm.
that's what our focus is going to be over the next 9 days. So I just want to stop by the ladies' room to say, hey, we got room in the end. So don't miss the opportunity. As a matter of fact, see, Kenty, we take all of the kids are getting headshots, right? Well, we take headshots Thursday, so try to get
Ooh.
parents to come on. Don't don't wait, don't wait to midnight,
Yes.
as the songwriter says.
Yes. Hey guys, listen, this is so important to have these headshots. And so what you don't realize is the amount of investment that you would have to pay out of pocket to get quality headshots. And it's more than just taking your cell phone and just smiling or, or getting somebody to say cheese. It's more than that. I mean, it's thought that goes into it, it's angles that goes into it, it's
Hmm.
lighting that goes into it, it's
Hmm.
color that goes into it. And there's certain things that they're looking for in the industry that only someone who's taking the headshots would know. So it's
Yeah,
more than just, Olin Mills. I'm probably telling my age now. Mark, you know about Olin Mills? Okay, good. At least we're in that same
the
bracket.
glamour shots.
Yes. So it's not that. It's not that. And guys, Mark is able to offer this scholarship to these kids, those who are serious, those who want to take this thing serious and they want to take their game to the next level, or even some that have expressed an interest, they don't really know
Hmm.
really what it's all about. This
Hmm.
can help them become stars. This is where stars are born.
Absolutely.
Show up. We want them to show up. I don't want
Hmm.
them to say show out because I don't know what that means sometimes for kids, but we want them to come, be a part, and to be able to get with people
Hmm.
who are informed in the industry, who have the experience in the
Hmm.
industry. You have film coaches,
Yeah.
acting coaches who are going to be there and show you different spectrums and things and really expose you to the broad spectrum of acting. It's more than just getting on stage and saying something. It's a lot of
Absolutely.
stuff, guys, that happens behind the scenes
Absolutely.
that I think is really good. A DJ Strick gives you a big shout out, Mark. He's saying this is a really cool idea.
Hey, that's
So,
my brother.
hey, Strick is the bomb. He and Kim, I love them. They are amazing,
Absolutely.
amazing, amazing.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful couple. I love them. We have Kamara Cam Daltrey. Hello, looking amazing. Thank you. I'm sure you're talking about Mark, and yes, he is
Get
single.
out of here.
I
Get
think he's
out of
still.
here.
Are you still single, Mark? I don't
Get
want to
out.
put you out there. And you're
I didn't
not
hear.
now.
I didn't hear what you said. Oh
Are
yeah,
you
put
still?
me out there. Put
Are you
me out
still
there.
single?
Yeah, put me out there. Put that
Okay,
out
yes, he's single.
there.
He is single. He is single, y'all. Put that out there.
But I'm
Let's see
sure.
what.
I'm sure she was talking about you.
I don't know now. Let's see. Rashad says, "Is Ola Mill still around?" I don't think so. Is it?
Mm. Oh. Mm.
I haven't seen it
I don't
lately.
know. I don't know, but everything that you had to say about the headshots is absolutely true.
Yes.
And it's also an opportunity to give yourself a leg up when you go to audition for things, because you make the load a little bit lighter for the promoter or the producer when you come packaged ready. They don't
Yes.
have to go fish for the best camera phone picture to put you out there. But again, I just stopped by to tell you how excited I am to finally be able to do something like this, Kinsey. Like to finally be able to create great theater for great people, and hopefully families will take advantage of it.
Yes, guys, let's take advantage of this. Mark is actually out. He's getting ready to spend a birthday dinner with one of his girls. So I
Yeah,
just appreciate him popping in to talk about the camp. Guys, go out there to Marc Raby's page. Check out
yeah,
more information about Show
Encore.
Up.
Yeah, it's encorebham.org. Encorebham.org. And you'll find the info for Show Up. And Kinsey, I don't want to leave out that we also do etiquette classes in the process as well. We do a ton of coaching. Um, they brought me a menu, y'all. I think that means hurry up.
Yes, it
Uh,
does.
we do we do etiquette classes as well, and lots of life coaching for the kids by the wonderful, the extraordinary Clarissa Kenty. And so it really is a family affair, and we're able to build some bridges and break down some communication barriers with these young people. That's something that C. Kenty does expertly, and we were able to watch her do firsthand at the last camp. And so I hate to say it so philosophically, but kids really are changed through the experience of having solid mentors who not only teach them skills and crafts, but also speak into their life as well. So if any of that interests you, Show Up is where you'd like for your kids to be.
I love it. I love it. So what time will they need to come to the camp tomorrow?
Well, listen, camp starts at 8:30 and it ends at 5. It starts at 8:30 and it ends at 5. But
Okay.
please don't show up without filling out that registration form on encorebm.org. We want to know all the allergy concerns, who they doctor, all of that before you get there.
Okay. And that's BHAM, BHAM. Encore.
BHAM.org. Encore,
Okay, we just shared
BHAM.
that in the live feed. So, guys, you have that so you can use that as well. Mark, thank you so
Yeah.
much. And I'll close this out, but thank you so much for joining us,
Thank you for
sharing
having me.
information
And
about,
thank you for carving out time for me in the
yeah,
ladies' room.
yeah, absolutely. Anytime, anytime, anytime. When you come back, we're going to talk about some upcoming things you have at Encore. I think you
Yeah,
have something
like you're
coming up
gonna
on the
have
14th.
you're gonna have to tell them that you're starring in a play in about a month and a half. But I guess we'll
Yes.
pretend like it's a surprise.
Yeah, we'll pretend like it's a surprise.
Okay, okay, got it.
All right. All right, Mark. Thanks for hanging out with us
Thank you
today.
for
And
having me.
tell your baby happy birthday.
We'll
And
do.
I know that she's going to have a good evening.
Absolutely. Y'all have a great evening.
Okay. Good night.
All right. Good night.
All right, guys. Listen, you don't want to miss Show Up, the youth drama camp. Let's go ahead and get those kids registered because it's like I said before, if you have kids that are interested in being in drama or may have some form of a natural talent, because we know all of our kids usually have some kind of natural talent, he can kind of carve out those things throughout the next several weeks. So you got this week and next week, and all of those things will be taking place. There's things like learning how to act, presentation, learning your words, learning your lines, and then at the end, which is next week, there's a grand finale, and these kids will be able to showcase everything they've learned throughout the year, throughout the week of this week and next week. So get these kids involved, guys. He only has a few slots left. And so the registration is www.encorebham.com. That's encorebham.com. You can go in and register. Remember, it's free. There's scholarships for these kids, but they're not infinite, which means that it will shut off at a certain period of time. So let's go ahead and get that done. The camp will start in the morning at 8 o'clock. You want to be there at 8 a.m., but go ahead and register your kid tonight. And so it's from 8:30 a.m. until about 5 o'clock p.m., Monday through Friday for this week and next week. And so, and they will give them lunch at that time as well. And so there's a lot of things, guys, that's in store for that. But trust me, when I had an opportunity to participate with Encore Theatre's drama team, maybe it wasn't last year, but the year before, listen, these kids really had a wonderful time. And just to see them blossom and just evolve into something really spectacular was so moving to me, because I was able to see them how they were in the beginning of the camp, and within another week or two, how they morphed into something really amazing. And so we want to give these kids an opportunity. This type of opportunity does not come around often, and it certainly doesn't come around free. This is free for our young people. So let's get them involved. Even if you've heard of something that you know of a young person has expressed an interest. And this is what I would ask you to do, guys, because I'm getting ready to pop off. But take this live and share it with your network. Share this link with your network on your page, and then also take this link. And if you know people that have youth groups at church or anything, take this link and then share the link in a text or share the link in an email, because we want this live to get to as many people as possible so these kids can sign up to be a part of this camp. And so I want to go ahead and put that website on there again so that you know where to go to register. It is Encore, let's see here, beham.com. That's encorebeham.com. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. You want to go to this website to register first. And then once you register tonight, certainly you can go ahead and drop your children off at Encore Theatre in the morning at between 8:15 and 8:30 a.m. in the morning. And they can just pick up because they've just missed maybe that one day, which was today, so they can still start in enough time and kind of catch up. And as Mark said before, I'm the etiquette coach for this camp for this time. And so I will be with them for 3 days this week and 3 days on next week. And some of the things that we're going to be touching on with the etiquette piece, of course, is presentation, wardrobe, hygiene, fine dining. And so we have a surprise for these kids next week on their last day. And it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. And so you want to get them that. What's up, y'all? I see you coming in. So be sure to share this with your network. You never know who, if you have 5,000 followers, 4,000 friends, or whatever, it doesn't matter, because somebody on there has a child that will fit into this age group. And so from what I understand, it's like third grade on up until about middle school. And so we want to get them involved. I think we did have some high school students the last time that we had this as well. So you want to get these kids involved. So share the live so that we can give these kids an opportunity to glow up, grow up, and as the name of the drama camp is, show up. All right. So we want them to show up and be amazing at what they do. Again, this is a free youth drama camp. You want them to be involved. I mean, what is it going to hurt? It's free. So let's get these kids involved. We want to give them an opportunity to be the best version of themselves. And if that's an opportunity, we can put these kids in a camp that's going to sharpen their skills and really where I believe stars are born. Let's do that, because a lot of us are very familiar with Encore Theatre, which is located in Birmingham, Alabama. Encore Theatre, and I have some friends that are on the live here today that's been on the live here today. And so like this young lady, she and I starred in a show a couple of months ago at Encore Theatre. So Encore Theatre has been around. They have the goods, what it takes to help our young people be the best version of themselves. So you want to get out there, guys. And remember, go out to encorebeham.com. That's encorebeham.com. Go ahead and get these young people registered. Let's get them involved and let's see what God can do inside of them. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. It's a short live tonight, but I just wanted to pop in and just talk to you briefly about Encore Theatre. Next week, we're going to have a really good guest as well. We're going to be talking about people who need to be writing books and who want to write a book. I have a guest that's going to be coming on next week. Listen, she's going to help you get that book together, walk you through the process. And those of you who are aspiring to be authors, guess what? after you get through with this boot camp, you will be an author of your own book. And so I'm excited about having this crew in to come in on next week. So I'll be putting a flyer out. So share that. And I want to see you back here next week, 7:00 p.m. to bring pen and pad, because I think that they're going to drop a lot of good information that we're going to want to jot down and keep in our notes so that we can do what we need to do to be good authors in this season. So guys, thank you again so much for stopping into the Ladies Room Talk Show. Love you real good, guys. Got some really great things coming down the pipeline. I'm really excited about it. And at some point I'll be popping in and talking to you, all of my gold diggers. We've really been doing a great job coming into this year. We have just wrapped up 6 months of the 2023 year. Can't believe it's been 6 months already, but it has. And so kudos to you guys for hanging in there, for sticking in there with your goals, looking at your goals each day, each week, each month. And so I'm going to come back and do kind of a little, maybe a follow-up with you guys so we can talk a little bit about where you are with your goals and where you need to be. And so usually when you hit that halfway mark, if there's some things on your goals, on your vision board that you weren't able to really touch on or put your hands on, sometimes it's time to kind of purge that thing off. And so we're going to talk about that as well, about purging off some of your goals that you had set, didn't give a lot of energy to, really wasn't able to focus. Well, maybe it's just not the season for that. Let's pull that off and let's focus on what we have been giving the energy to. So what I want to do, I'll probably come on later on this week and we'll talk a little bit about the goal diggers, and we will also talk about where you are with your goals of 2023 and what we need to do to ensure that you meet at least 90% or better of your goals set out for 2023. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us inside the Ladies Room Talk Show. I certainly enjoy hanging out with you guys. And you know what? I enjoy your support. You guys have been rolling with me for a long time, supporting me for such a very long time. And for that, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to my sponsors, and I have more sponsors who are coming down who've expressed an interest in wanting to sponsor the Ladies Room Talk Show. And so I'm excited about that too. So you'll be hearing other sponsors who will be sponsoring the Ladies Room and some other things that we have coming down the pipeline. So big kudos to Principio Coffee and Tea. Principio Coffee and Tea. If you're a coffee lover or if you're a tea drinker, you want to get this, guys. And it comes with a subscription, and so you get a month or month plus worth of coffee or tea every single month. That subscription gets that stuff to you. They mail it to you, or you can come by 105 Vulcan Road in Homewood, Alabama. The roastery is here in Homewood, and they have coffee, they have iced tea, they have cold tea, they have boba tea. I mean, whatever you can think of, they have it. And then they also cater. So if you're having an event and you need some coffee and some danishes or some bagels or what have you, Principio Coffee and Tea also do catering for brunch, lunch, and breakfast. So they're a one-stop shop, guys. So hit me up if you're interested about that. I can go ahead and get you connected to get that subscription. And they have a really nice coffee mug with Principio on it, and they come with 2 straws and a little straw cleaner. So you can't go wrong with that, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us inside the Ladies Room Talk Show, and I'll look forward to seeing you back here next week at 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Listen, be sure to share this live with your network, because we need to get these young people involved in the Show Up, a youth camp. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great rest of the evening. Good night.
Step into the ladies' room with